I guess we'll jump to MLS.
Hell yeah.
All right. So MLS has been exciting first 3 weeks of the season. We've done all right. We did really good match week 2 last week. Not as well. I think we were down like a unit or something. Nothing crazy, but
1 and 2 we did good.
Red cards derailed us last week. I think we had 3 bets that were kind of shut down by red cards.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to bounce back and do a little bit better
will
this
attest.
week.
I would say, what would you say? Like in the last month, 60% of our losing bets are due to red cards.
Yeah, it's painful. Right? It's things you can't control. So like it makes you feel a little bit better when your reads are good, but then at the same time you don't cash and it's frustrating. But I'd rather be, I guess, in a sense, I'd rather have it happen that way than just be completely off.
Yeah,
and just absolutely. Be like losing bets left or right because we're not reading
stories
it well.
We tell ourselves as bettors.
Yeah, at least my read was right. So.
Yeah.
All right, we've got some MLS plays jotted down. So starting on Saturday afternoon up in Canada, first match is Toronto hosting the Red Bulls. We both agree Red Bulls draw no bet is probably the play here at even money, even though they're coming off that loss to Montreal at home.
Yeah, and Toronto's coming off a win as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I just don't think this Toronto team is very good.
Agreed.
Red Bulls, I don't know what slowed them down. Is it Choupo-Moting being back in the lineup? Did that throw off the balance a little bit? Right. This is a guy who I don't know.
Yeah, he was sitting in the first 2 matches. Yeah,
I thought he was. I just assumed he was hurt.
I know he came off the bench at least the second match, the first home match.
His career has kind of always been terrible. Somehow he was at Bayern Munich. He had that 1 year where he scored like 20 goals or something. He hasn't been really good in MLS outside of like maybe his first month of the season when he first signed. So I don't know if that threw off the balance. I don't think Cade Cowell has been really good for the Red Bulls, which pains me to say. I was really excited for him on the right wing. He hasn't been good. But this team had a lot of momentum. They had a lot of swagger, a lot of belief. I'm interested to see, can they bounce back? That's really going to, I think, shape the story of the season for them. I don't mean that's game 4, right? Like just take it for what I'm trying to say. They looked unbeatable those first 2 games. They got punched in the face last game. Young team, new coach, young coach. What do they do? Can they bounce back, or does this really kind of just make them stumble? I think Toronto is the perfect team for them to play. So if you mentioned the odds, or if you didn't, I apologize.
Even
minus 110 or even money, draw no bet, I think is really, really solid for the Red Bulls.
Yeah. And Bradley said it after the match, like this is a tough lesson, but it's one we're going to learn from quickly, and we'll see if
might as well that comes learn it to week fruition. 3.
Yeah. Atlanta Philly, we considered Atlanta Philly, we considered some things, but we decided on no plays there.
Columbus, I would just say, I'm just anecdotally, it's not a play. The under looks pretty good to me as 2 teams that don't have a win yet. So I don't know who's scoring goals.
All right. Columbus, Nashville. At Columbus, we had a couple plays here on Nashville who were playing Inter Miami tonight. I don't know how that match finished.
0-0 final.
0-0. So no goals in that one. We expect them to score goals on the weekend against Columbus, a team that has conceded some goals. Over 1.5 team total plus 115, and we also like the draw no bet at plus 140.
Yeah, and the story here is Columbus, who traditionally is good every year, right? The multiple MLS champion. They're never out of it. They have an insane home stadium that they play well in, but they've been dog shit through 3 games, and Nashville hasn't. So
Nashville has looked really good.
Plus 140 for 2 goals is huge. That draw no bet at plus money. I think you got to ride with Nashville in this one.
Yeah, agreed.
Haven't lost.
I think it's a good play, even coming off this midweek match with Inter Miami. And speaking of Inter Miami, give me them all day, every day at minus 110 at Charlotte.
Yeah, minus 105 if you're in Florida. Listen, Charlotte has played Inter Miami really well in certain instances, but there's no way Inter Miami should ever be minus 105 against, unless they're playing an elite team in the league. So all day, you said it.
Yeah, all day. What else we got here? We did not take anything in Orlando. Yes, we do. We have Orlando money line against Montreal, right? Minus 135. I feel like they've been a little hard done so far.
2 red cards, I think, in 2 out of their 3 games. Yeah. Listen, I think Orlando's like, you could play over 2.5, over 3, over 3.5, basically any Orlando game that you want to. But this is a good opponent for them to get their first win of the year.
Yeah, they were up 2-0 on Miami at halftime a couple weeks ago. When we had Miami as play of the day. Gave up 4 in the second half, had a red card. So, yeah, they've been a little hard done. And I think against this Montreal team that might be feeling good about themselves after going to win at Red Bull, I think they're just
still a Montreal team conceding 3 goals a game.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing in NYC match. Dallas, San Diego. We've got a couple plays here. We've got the over 2.5 at -130 and San Diego money line at +125.
Yeah. Listen, overs I think are pretty good for this team. San Diego, they haven't given up a goal yet. So, proceed with a little bit of caution maybe on that over, but you don't rarely get an over at this good of a number. So it makes me interested. But like I said, 3-0, 8 goals scored, no goals conceded. And Dallas has looked okay. They look competent on defense. They've had a tough schedule to start the year. This is certainly no exception to that. But I think they're good for a goal in this game.
Yeah. Chicago, that was a tough match with Columbus last week. They both should have scored in that match. It went scoreless. They're hosting DC United, who's not very good. I think
the XG was like 3.5, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, it was almost 2. I just looked actually a minute ago. We were talking about Columbus. It was almost 2 for Columbus. It was close to a goal for Chicago, somewhere around a goal. So yeah, it was pretty close to 3.5. So they've got the firepower. I think did what's his name not play last week? The striker, the Belgian Kuipers. Did he not play last week? I think was part of it. I'm not sure his status this week. I have to just double check, but I thought they said he missed out, which I didn't know when I placed the bet on them.
Let's see.
Yeah, he did not start. He did not play.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a big factor. And listen, we are 2 of the biggest proponents in locking in a very good number early. Right?
This is one I'd probably wait for
to do with betting. MLS, it's tough to do that because the injury reports come out super late.
Yeah.
And when you have certain teams like this, like you have a star striker that, one player makes all the difference on some of these teams. We didn't get to them yet, but we're going to talk about a Cincinnati team who were world beaters last year. Their best player gets hurt game 1. They've looked like they don't never kick the ball in their lives.
Yeah, so, can't find the goal. The one exception to the rule, I would say, though, Nick, with locking early is Inter Miami because their numbers move.
Always.
We saw that against Orlando. So like -110 right now, if you like that bet with us, take it now.
And to me, it doesn't matter if Messi's playing or not. There's more than enough talent on that team.
Yeah. You talk about Cincinnati. So they're on the money line at, I think it was +150 this week. Right? I know Evander came off the bench on Sunday. Wasn't enough.
Okay.
He came off the bench on Sunday.
Okay.
So he should be available. They do play tomorrow in the CONCACAF Champions League.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. That's only hesitation I have there.
Proceed with caution.
+135. I'm sorry, at New England.
Man, it's a good number. The Revolution stink. So like, I get it, right? This is a team that hasn't won a game yet. Their game was postponed last week. Man,
yeah, that's true.
I'm torn. I'm really torn. Like, I really want to see a good Cincinnati performance before I bet on them. But this is a really, really good number to take a shot with.
Yeah, +135 in the money line. If they play well enough tomorrow, or if they find a goal a couple times, I'd like it even more. I just want to see that their attack kind of gets going, hopefully with Evander playing.
Agree.
We skipped one on Saturdays, the Real Salt Lake Austin match, where we like the over 2.5 at -115.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do like that. And I think it's just interesting to me that Real Salt Lake are +110 in this matchup. I don't know why. They haven't. I don't know. I don't know what really to make of either of these teams. It just shocked me that this is more of a toss-up in my mind than them being almost a 2-1 favorite, more than 2-1 favorite.
Yeah,
but I like goals.
Yeah,
I'm with
you. Goals in the MLS are a lot of times safe. I mean, we had some low scoring ones last week.
Especially if you can get 2.5.
But if you get 2.5 at a playable number like this, a lot of the time it's worth the bet with most of these teams. And then on Sunday we also have a couple plays in the evening and night games. Vancouver, Minnesota. We like goals in this one too, and this one's we like both teams to scoring over 2.5 -110. And I think Hamas is supposed to make his debut for Minnesota. Don't know to what extent, but he's supposed to play. Nice. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, listen, 2 games, the 2 teams that have played 3 games, both are averaging 3 goals in each of their games. So Minnesota off to a rougher start, but Vancouver picking up right where they left off last year. So
yes,
gotta like him in this one to hit the net a couple times.
Yeah. And then closing out the weekend, we've got the Earthquakes, San Jose playing really well, hosting Seattle. I think we also had goals here, right? Yeah, over 2.5 at -125.
Yep, San Jose 3-0. Shout out them, and Seattle. It's good and bad. They've played a ton of games already this year. They're always good for a few goals. I think San Jose got to like their chances at home in this one. I mean, good for them. I think they're.
I considered them on the money line, +120, but the goals
Seattle's
I think are a good angle with Seattle. Yeah,
Seattle's tough out. I think it's a 2-1 game, one way or the other. So -125 is a number you're not going to see later in the year for these teams.
Yeah, for sure. And then Werner has looked good so far, but he's also facilitating for them a little bit. So I'm not going to make it an official play, but +120 goal or assist, I think, is something to keep an eye on too.
Yeah, what is he? If he's like +300 for an assist, I would consider that. What's he?
Goal scores +220, player assist. He is +475 on DraftKings.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah,
he's +475.
Are you kidding me? Boys,
I know he hasn't played. I think he came off the bench a couple times, but he is playing well for a team that is now 3-0. One of a handful of 3-0 teams.
That's insane. Why don't I have that number? Oh, +450. That's close.
He's got 2 assists so far.
More than enough for me to play it. +450. Yeah. We're locking in, people.
That's in back-to-back weeks where he played 29 minutes against Atlanta and just the second half against Philly, and he assisted in both those matches.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah, that might be something to take a flyer on, +475, or if you get something similar on your book. Yeah, not like an official play where we're going to track it, but I think it's something to consider.
I bet it. So,
yeah.
There you have it.